Hi everyone, Kenny Pua here. Welcome to Let's Play Together session. Alright, welcome back to Ukulele Aerobics week number 16. Today is Monday. We are going to learn some chords, okay? So let's take a look at the score here. So there are a total of 6 chords that we are going to learn today, but actually there's only 3 patterns, which is actually a movable chord pattern, okay? So let's take a look at it. So the first one is actually the B flat diminished chord. And then the second one would be the C diminished chord. So how these two is actually interrelated between each other. So the first one, B flat diminished. So if you look at the chord diagram here, is actually you need to press on the first fret for the third string and also the first string. Okay, so you can choose either using 2 and 3, right, or you can use the 1 and 2 to press this on the first fret, and then followed by the third fret here. You can either use your third finger here like this to form the B flat diminished by using 1, 2, 3 like this, or you can use your pinky, move it upwards until the third fret here on the fourth string to form this B diminished chord, right? B flat diminished chord, sorry. So if let's say you were to actually, this is not really a very friendly chord, I mean finger friendly chord, so it's actually quite difficult. Okay, so if you are using a 1, 2 and 4, it will be better in terms of fingering itself, easier to press. But if you want to change it to a movable chord, it is advisable to change to second finger on the third string, third finger on the first string, and then now you need your pinky finger to move up until the third fret here on the fourth string to form this chord, B flat diminished chord. Okay, like this. So how this chord actually able to actually move on to become a C diminished chord? So B and C is actually half a tone apart. So B flat to C is actually full tone. So that means we need to move 2 fret upwards. Alright, 1 here and then 2 here. Okay, so from here, because the original second string is actually open string, you need to move 2 fret up, it becomes on the second fret. So you need to add the finger number 1 here on the second string on the second fret. Okay, and then this will become your C diminished chord like this. Okay, C diminished chord, C diminished chord. Okay, so from B flat diminished chord to C flat diminished chord. Okay, like this. Okay, and your B flat diminished, actually you can use a 1, 2 and 4 to form this, or you can use 1, 2 and 3. Okay, depends on the chord progression that you are going to actually play with. Okay, right, we have completed 1 and 2. Let's go to the chord number 3, which is actually the G diminished chord. So right, actually if you look at all the chords for today, it's actually all diminished chord, and the third one is actually G diminished. So the G diminished, we can actually move on to become an A diminished by also same thing, moving 2 fret upwards to the fretboard here. And how you are going to actually press the G diminished, you can use your first finger, bar on the first fret for the first, second and third strings. Okay, right, and then on the second string you need to press on the third fret, so you can use your third finger here to actually press this G diminished chord. Okay, this is without actually thinking of whether we want to make it to become a movable chord, like this. Okay, can? Right, so if we were to think it to become a movable chord, so right now, how to solve the fourth string, right? You need to, because it's actually 1 fret below the first finger here, so that means we need the first finger into the fourth string. So by that thinking itself, we need to substitute this bar, right, using either second finger bar all, and then move up using the fourth finger to do like this, or you can actually substitute the bar to become finger 2 and 3, and then using the fourth finger in the middle. So this is G diminished chord, and when it becomes the movable chord, okay, for example, I move 2 fret up, 1, 2, so my open string also, I need to add in this one, okay, add in on the 2nd fret. So that means here, it will become your A diminished by moving from this position, move 2 fret up to become this A diminished chord. So you can see the first finger is on the 4th string, 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of 3rd string, and then 4th finger on the 5th fret on the 2nd string, and then the 3rd finger on the 1st string, 3rd fret. So this is A diminished chord. Okay? Alright, next we are going to look at the chord number 5 and number 6. So chord number 5 is actually A diminished, so it's actually same with the chord just now on chord number 4. So the sound probably would be similar like this. Okay, so when you look at it, the chord diagram, it shows that you need to only press 2 strings, okay, on the 2nd fret. So you can either choose 1 and 2, okay, or you can choose 2 and 3 like this, or 3 and 4. Okay, it's your choice. So it depends on the chord progression, like I said earlier. So if you compare this chord, so this chord you can use a 2 and 3. I prefer to use 2 and 3 for now, right? 2 and 3. Compare this one with this one. Okay, so it's almost similar. Just that one there is a higher note here, okay, and then the other one is actually open string, okay, like this, okay. So this is A diminished chord, chord number 5. So how to change this become a movable chord? By also same thing, you need to cover the 1st string and also the 3rd string. So from here, if you want to move from A diminished to B diminished on the 6th chord, alright, you need to substitute these 2 to become finger number 3 and number 4, okay, or either finger number 2 or 3. You can also use this, but when you move 2 fret upwards, so here you need to bar on the 3rd string and also the 1st string. So you can use 2 and 3, or you can prefer easier one, which is actually a 3 and 4, like this. Like this also can, or like this also can. Okay, so this is B diminished chord. You press on the 4th fret using the 2nd finger, 3rd finger on the 4th fret as well on the 2nd string, and then bar all the way from the 1st string to 3rd string. So this will become your B diminished chord. Okay, so from here you move like this, become B diminished chord. Okay, so let's recap all the 6 chords. The first one, which is actually the B flat diminished chord, like this. Movable chord become like this. Okay, so you can see how to actually remember this. You can just remember this G7 kind of chord shape and then add on 1 pinky finger at the top. So this will become your C diminished chord. Okay, B flat diminished, and then C diminished. Right, the next one is actually the G diminished. Okay, from here you can move upwards to the A diminished. So I'm going to change the fingering here. So from here I will change it like this. Okay, from G diminished change to A diminished. Alright, so next we are going to look at the chord number 5 and number 6. So this will become your A diminished chord. Alright, movable become your B diminished chord. A diminished, B diminished. Okay, so that's all on the on all the 6 chords. Okay, so chord progression wise, you can actually refer to the exercise at the later on at all the exercise for this week. You will see some A diminished chord, G diminished chord, as well as also Yeah, probably only two for now, G diminished and also A diminished that you will actually use. Okay, so but probably will be a different variation. Alright, so it depends on the score here. Okay, so that's all for today on all the 6 chords. We have actually introduced to you the diminished chord for today, and there's total of 6 chords, and they are B flat diminished, C diminished, G diminished, A diminished, and another alternative fingering A diminished as well as the B diminished. Alright, so these all are actually movable chord. Okay, total of 3 chord patterns that you can actually utilize to actually make it become movable. Alright, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And if you think this video is actually useful for others, do share that out as well. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow on the whole new exercise on the Ukulele Aerobics Let's Play Together session. Tomorrow we are going to do some strumming exercise. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Take care and bye bye.